Dear ladies and gentlemen, dear participants, my name is Judit Regős. I am the president of the Parents House Public Benefit Foundation. I am very pleased that we have the opportunity to organize this side event of the 62nd session of the Commission for Social Development of the United Nations. Today, at our foundation's side event, Eradicating Poverty through Social Innovation, we will showcase the good practices of the Parents House Public Benefit Foundation and its strategic partners in fighting poverty in innovative ways. The event also aims to identify possible points of collaboration between NGOs, public and market actors to prevent and to reduce the risk of poverty. Dear distinguished participants, it is my pleasure to welcome you all to our event today. I would like to extend a special welcome to Dr. Ágnes Hornung, State Secretary for Families in Hungary, who will be delivering the opening speech for today's event.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear guests, I would like to welcome you to the event of the Parents House Foundation, which examines the possibilities and approaches related to eradicating poverty in the context of the session of the United Nations Committee on Social Development. This is a crucial objective of particular social importance. In our days, the fight against social exclusion and poverty eradication is taking many forms. Still, we see that genuinely successful actions are all community-based. With the family-friendly turn of 2010, Hungary has made a commitment to supporting families. We believed and still believe that the most outstanding results for social justice can be achieved through families, which represent the smallest entities of a nation. We believe in communities, since the most basic unit of a nation is the family. Providing families with every opportunity to succeed will support children, young people, those raising children, and the elderly as well. Ultimately, every citizen in the country. It is exactly because of this that covering the whole life cycle is a decisive undertaking of our family support system. In other words, we are seeking to provide help from the youngest to the oldest. In recent times, the institution of family has proved to be a real safety net in the fight against poverty. As a result of the work initiated more than a decade ago, the financial situation of families in Hungary has improved significantly, with per capita income rising in all family types. The proportion of families with children at risk of poverty has fallen significantly, and employment among parents with children has increased. Through the possibilities provided by the tax system, we contribute greatly to leaving more money in families' pockets. We are supporting home establishment through Europe's leading home creation program, the so-called CSocD Plus, initiated this year. In particular, I would like to emphasize that primary and secondary school students receive free textbooks. Also, a significant portion of children in nurseries, kindergartens and schools do not have to pay for their meals. In addition, through Europe's largest state-subsidized camping program, the Elizabeth Camps, we provide free vacation and recreational opportunities for children and parents alike. Of course, we would like to do more and thus offer more opportunities for families. This is what my colleagues and I are constantly working on, and this is a priority for the Hungarian government also. So our plan is to continue to expand our family support system and provide help in all situations in life. I am grateful to the Parents House Foundation and especially to its president, Judit Regős, for seeking new ways, opportunities and solutions to the issue of poverty through today's event. I believe that it is by joint reflection and by supporting each other that we can do the most for Hungarian families, not forgetting the fact that prosperity of families is the most important guarantee for our future success. I wish you meaningful discussions and rewarding moments for today.
Thank you for the kind words of Madam Secretary of State, Dr. Ágnes Hornung. Now, Please allow me to present the model program of the Hungarian Parents House Foundation, which will serve as a framework to demonstrate the significance of social innovation in the fight against poverty. Right? Today's event will focus on innovative solutions that can make a difference at the societal level and be effective tools for poverty reduction. Before exploring concrete examples and good practices, it is worth clarifying the meaning of innovation and social innovation. In general, innovation refers to a significant change or improvement. The term innovation is commonly used to refer to different products, processes, methods, and ways of organizing. In most interpretations, creativity is also at the core of the definition. Innovation is a response to an existing need or problem, and is typically adaptable to different environments, providing a sustainable solution. The concept of innovation, which has become widespread in economic and business life, has recently been extended to the social sphere. Social innovation is a process that involves practices, methods, services, and programs aimed at creating opportunities for social development in response to relevant social needs. For instance, the medical use of ultrasound is a great example of innovation, as it replaced harmful X-ray examinations. Ian Donald and his colleagues discovered that ultrasound technology, which was widely used in military applications during World War II, could be adapted for medical use. They creatively compared a fetus in amniotic fluid to a submarine at the bottom of the sea and utilized ultrasound waves to develop a method for examining the fetus. This breakthrough discovery has revolutionized the field of obstetrics and has allowed doctors to better monitor the health of both mother and the baby. Since its inception, the technique has undergone numerous innovations and has become one of the most crucial diagnostic tools in modern medicine, significantly enhancing the quality of life at the societal level. As you see, each innovation is based on a well-defined need that affects a larger community. This forms the foundation for a well-developed methodology or process that has been tested in practice. If the practical implementation is effective and sustainable and can work in different contexts, then it is a social innovation. Let's see what this need was in the case of the Parent House model program. When I started the Parent House in 2007, my main observation was that the process of becoming a family is a crisis in the life of every individual and every couple. Kaplan, who had been a great psychologist, defined crises as events that we cannot avoid or resolve with the tools we have known. It often surprises people that we experience major positive changes in our lives as crises, when this is a perfectly natural process. Crises become a problem when we fail to deal with them. If the process of becoming a family is fraught with tensions, unresolved and seemingly unsolvable relationship or existential problems, then the crisis will not be resolved and a dysfunctional family will emerge. Another important problem was that statistics showed that in Hungary, there was every second marriage ended by divorce, and the divorce rate is astoundingly high around the children's age of 3 and after their age of 18. Although many choose divorce could be an adaptive response to abusive, dysfunctional dynamics, this functionality is also present in families where parents do not divorce. Globally, and even within countries, there are great differences in what we mean by family. My understanding is that family, beyond its function as a socio-economic unit, is a safe, supportive environment where family members receive acceptance and appreciation from each other, which helps them to thrive in their wider world. Unfortunately, in the reality, this is often not the case, and the family is not predictable and supportive enough. Along with it, dysfunctional families are often an increased risk of poverty and social exclusion. The quality of family functioning is closely linked to the functioning of society. Therefore, the way we approach and relate to the family is the smallest basic unit of society is of utmost importance. So this was the basic need for the Parents' House respond to. We wanted to find a solution that promotes functional family dynamics, contributing to more peaceful, just, and equal societies by supporting families. The two fundamental principles of the UN Convention on the Right of the Child are that the child, for the full and harmonious development of his or her personality, should grow up in a family environment in an atmosphere of happiness, love, and understanding, and that the family as the fundamental group of the society and the natural environment for the growth and well-being of all its members, and particularly children, should be afforded the necessary protection and the assistance so that it can fully assume its responsibilities within the community. And that's exactly what Parents' House is working towards. Now, let me give a brief introduction how we've been doing it for over 15 years. The first Parents' House Center was established in 2007. The Parents' House core principle and an innovative approach is to support families from the early stages of becoming a family by involving the community and building on its strengths. The society can function well at macro level if families function properly at micro level. That is why we support families to become sustainable and strive to build sustainable communities from families with the help of our methodology. This includes nurseries in the form of daycare center, an early childhood development center, mental and emotional support to parents and children, trainings, lectures, and workshops for professionals and mothers of young children through Parents' House Academy. At our centers, we also consider those who do not have the opportunity to grow up in a family. For almost a decade, we have been working with children and young people in care to support their progress as a second family. Over the years, hundreds of volunteers have joined our Do Good Things charity programs. Following the success and efficiency of the first family center, we implemented our innovative model program through the country using a civil franchise system. At present, we operate 20 family nurseries, 6 family centers, and 500 children who live in foster homes are involved in our programs. The program's uniqueness lies in its ability to transfer not only the entire system, but also its individual components, allowing for existing best practices to be adapted to various contexts. This is demonstrated by the fact that the Parent House methodology was given the Best Practice Award by the Eurofund Foundation of the European Union in 2012, while the Washington-based World Bank included it in its best practices in 2014. Following the recommendation of the World Bank to adopt the methodology for developing countries, a feasibility study was carried out in 2018 to prepare the adaptation of the program in Ghana, while Morocco also expressed its interest in adapting the program in 2022. In preparing the adaptation, we are utilizing digital technologies and providing e-learning materials to support local implementers. The Parent House program has a valuable global know-how that can be applied locally after careful preparation and evaluating local needs and requirements. Local community engagement at every stage of implementation is crucial. We place great emphasis on sustainability and business resilience, which involves responding promptly and effectively to the challenges of a constantly changing world. Multi-stakeholder cooperation is another essential component of the program. Parent House partners with several national and international NGOs to implement various projects. The program collaborates with state actors to draw on practical experience and propose effective intervention at legislative and institutional levels to support families and eradicate poverty. We also collaborate with the business sphere. Companies have the opportunity to support socially important causes and include or sub-programs in their CSR activities. Business actors play a crucial role in creating a social awareness through volunteering. Feasibility and collaboration with the media are also important aspects of our work. They help us bring attention to social issues and help us raise awarenesses of a range of issues that affect families and children in difficult circumstances. The program has developed through knowledge and experience gained over 15 years of operation, and now it creates opportunities for international adaptation and expansion, building upon our civil franchise system. The key element of the program is it offers a proven, sustainable, and socially oriented, innovative model and methodology that can effectively reduce the risk of poverty and eradicate it by supporting families. Thank you very much for your attention. And now, on behalf of the governmental sector, may I extend an invitation to Zsófia Nagyvarga, who will be representing the Ministry of Culture and Innovation as the Deputy State Secretary for Youth, to present the family support innovations aimed at reducing poverty in Hungary.
Thank you very much, Judith. And first of all, I would like to welcome everyone at today's event. It's a very important event for us too. And thank you very much being invited, me too. I'm glad to be here. First of all, I would like to refer back to Mrs. Agnes Hornung, our State Secretary's speech. And in the first half of my presentation, sorry, I don't have any PPT, such good, beautiful PPT like you. So I can just speak about our measures, but hopefully it will be also okay for you. So in the first half of my presentation, I would like to give some good examples, good practices, and about of the ideas that have guided the government of Hungary in the more than past 10 years in finding a path out of poverty for the most people possible. I've listed 4 points to talk about it, concerning the measures taken against poverty. Number 1 is that Hungary, or the Hungarian government, believes in a society based on labor. The aim of the government is to provide work for more and more people, as we think that only work and the regular income means a way out of poverty. Since 2010, the current governing parties took over the government in that year. The minimum wage have tripled and the rate of unemployment reached a negative record too. Compared to the 11% peak in 2010, unemployment has been consistently around 4% for years. And thanks to a family-friendly tax system since 2010, the per capita, as also Mrs. Agnes Hornung said, the per capita income of families with one child has doubled, and the per capita income of families with multiple children has tripled. Thanks to what measures and benefits has it been possible? Well, since the 1st of January 2022, young people under 25 do not have to pay personal income tax. Thus, we are helping to establish independent livelihoods and facilitating housing and also enable family formations. Furthermore, special attention is paid to young people who are just planning to have children or family. Since 2023, those young women under the age of 30 who give birth to children are also exempt from paying personal income tax. Also, to ensure that pursuing studies does not hinder family formation, we introduced the so-called graduate maternity leave. And I think it's also a very huge help for women who are studying. For students with young families, the Hungarian government provides assistance for paid student loans, and women students with children can request the suspension of their student loan repays with half of the debt forgiven for a second child and the full amount forgiven for the third child. And talking about the next measure, not affected by age, for those who raise 4 or more children are exempt from paying personal income tax for a life. Point number 2 is, and as the Deputy State Secretary for Youth, I would like to bring a few examples of the measures aimed at supporting especially young people in their education, in entering the labor market, while also helping them to break out of poverty. We think that is very important the most important thing for young people is to start their independent lives with confident knowledge and with a good qualification. With transforming the vocational educational system, more and more people are now acquiring professions. And on the other hand, there has been a record number of applications to university programs. It was last year. By the autumn of 2023, the number of students admitted to higher education has increased by 33% compared to 2022, making the highest number of the past decade. And it's very important to say that nearly 8 out of 10 students start the higher education studies granted financial support from the government. It can be also a scholarship or other forms of support. In fact, this year, every second student starts their studies at rural universities. The employment rate of young people has also significantly improved in the last few years. In 2010, only 221,000 people under 25 were employed. However, today, more than 70,000 young people have regular work. The growth in employment can be attributed to the focus on the measures and regulations regarding the labor market. I mentioned the personal income tax exemption, but it's not the only tool. There are numerous other available measures in the Hungarian system. Additionally, Hungary has joined the European Union initiatives aimed at increasing youth employment across the entire Union. One such program is the Youth Guarantee Program, which supports aspiring entrepreneurs entering the labor market and other skilled young workers who are helped to gain experience through a combined system of support and also retraining opportunities. Now, point number 3, and allow me to bring some examples also of Hungary's rich tradition in talent support system, because there are also numerous programs in this field. These help young people from disadvantaged background, also for young people from disadvantaged background to break out of their communities and make it possible for them to explore the world outside their settlements, acquire skills and build connections. The first program I would like to talk about is the program called Let's Teach for Hungary. And it's a good example to bring up here because it has because it helps them to break out of poverty. So what is it about? It's a complex professional program with the aim of providing support to children living, first of all, in small settlements. And the support areas include choosing a new career, getting to know the world of work, and usefully spending their free time. It's a mentoring program. That means that there are mentors, usually university students, whose task is to stand by the mentees and help them discover the wonders and possibilities of the world beyond their impoverished background environment. In 2023, the program was introduced in more than 110 elementary schools, first of all, nationwide, with the participation of more than 1,100 mentors. They are studying in higher education institutes, and they are connected with more than 4,700 mentees. We firmly believe that every child is talented in some way. You just have to discover their individual potentials. This program has a goal to reach by the year 2030, and it is to help every child in primary school at present to have a vocational profession or get into higher education. And now I would like to mention also another talent support program. It's also an absolutely remarkable program, which is the Schneidberger Talent Development Program. This was established by Ferenc Schneidberger. Maybe you know him. He is a world-renowned musician. He's a jazz guitarist. And this program has been running since 2011. We have also a huge talent center. And it has been welcoming musically talented, usually underprivileged young people, mostly Romani background. And the children get help in the framework of it's also a complex musical talent development program to steering them towards a lifelong musical profession. And these young people who have the chance to participate in this program will have access to competitive musical knowledge and will get help to develop competencies to fight any disadvantages they might have and bring from their social cultural backgrounds. And the program will support them when it comes to complete their secondary education at the conservatory or higher music academy studies. And the program headquarters, I want to say that it's situated at Lake Balaton. It's a really beautiful place in Hungary, in Felsős. And the new center has been also opened in Budapest in 2022, which is a professionally equipped studio. And if you don't happen to be familiar with Ferenc Schneidberger's music and his outstanding performance, please do check him out online. You will enjoy it. And here is my last point, point number 4. Well, last but not least, I would like to talk about a scholarship designed specifically to assist the studies of Hungarian young people living beyond our borders. You know, historically, around 2 million Hungarians live outside our borders in neighboring countries such as Slovakia, Romania, Austria, and Ukraine, etc. And we strive to give as much consideration to them as to the Hungarian students or youth in Hungary. This scholarship was established for Hungarian students in neighboring countries. With the help of this scholarship, more than 300 students studying the Hungarian language or the Hungarian culture in a primary or secondary school receive a scholarship which needs to be applied for. They have to be not just talented, but at the same time, it is also granted to socially disadvantaged children in bad family situation or in dire financial circumstances. And now I would like to finish just with a short summary. I have to say, most importantly, that the aim of the government can be described in the following way from the Bible. Everyone needs to be provided with a net, not just given a fish. And this will create an opportunity for a decent life, an opportunity to study, to work, to have a home, to free nursery and kindergarten places for our children, to have access to a hot meal every day, and opportunity to have free school books, and to give and to empower young people with usable knowledge. And I consider it to be a powerful way to fight poverty. And thank you very much for your listening.
Thank you very much, Ms. Zsófia Varga, about that really great presentation and very informative. And really, I would like just to allow this Schneidberger music. It's really, really very good. So let's check him. And now I would like to give the floor to Mr. Santiago Diaz, Head of Business Solution Delivery Center and Managing Director of Givaudan, on behalf of the business sector, to share his experience on the importance of the collaboration of the actors of the corporate sector and NGOs in poverty reduction.
Okay, thank you, Judith. Hello, everyone. Let me share my screen. So I'm Santiago Diaz. I'm the head of the Givaudan Business Solutions Delivery Center in Budapest. And I would like to thank the opportunity for sharing our story about employee volunteering. So a little bit about the company first. Givaudan is a global company. The global headquarters is located in Switzerland, in Geneva. It has around 16,000 employees and 163 locations around the world. Our work in Givaudan has a global reach. We touch daily lives of people around the world because we create taste, well-being, scent, and beauty ingredients that form part of the essence of household brands that are cherished by millions of people. So in the screen now, you can see the purpose of the company that is very profound: creating for happier, healthier lives with love for nature. Let's imagine together. And for us, the purpose of the company is not just a statement. It is really embedded in the organization and is driving everything that we do. In the last sentence of the purpose, let's imagine together, it's a call for action. And it's guided by 4 pillars: creations, people, nature, and communities. And for each of these pillars, we have set bold and long-term ambitions that guide our journey. Under the communities pillar, one of the ambitions is to improve the life of millions of people in the communities where we source and operate by 2030. And today, I would like to share more details about one of the initiatives that we have in the GBS Delivery Center in Budapest, contributing to this community's ambition. So about the company in Hungary, in Budapest, as a company, we encourage our employees to take active role in activities connected to the purpose of the company. In the delivery center in Budapest, as you can see in the slide, we have around 550 employees, and it's a hub of. Okay. Sorry, it seems that I have a problem with the sharing. Just a second. I will resume the sharing. Hopefully it works better. Window. Okay, well, hopefully you can see the right slide now. So as I was saying, in Budapest, in the delivery center, we have a hub of multinational teams of experts working with many sites around the world, with the regions that we have in the company: North America, Latin America, Asia Pacific, Europe, Middle East, and Africa. And we have a young international workforce with an average age of 35 years old. So now going to the initiative per se. So we call it internally the Budapest for Children Committee, and it's a great example in line to our community's pillar of our purpose, showing also how collaboration with an expert partner like the House of Parents Foundation can help us on the purpose journey connected to social innovation. So going here to describe the initiative, we started in 2020. The Budapest for Children Committee has been founded by our employees. It was around 5 employees at that stage. And the mission was to actively assist children in need in the Budapest area. Very quickly, the team established a partnership with the House of Parents Foundation, and the journey begins. So the first event was 3 Christmas wishes, in which the team collected in-kind donations from colleagues. That was a great success, and that told us that there is a lot of interest on the topic. The clothes collection that has been done last year, that year as well, was also very successful. And in 2021, at the end of the year, we participated into the Angel program. This program is a channel for Christmas wishes of Budapest children in state homes directly to our volunteers. So because of the program, the wishes of 50 children were fulfilled in Christmas, thanks to the generosity of our colleagues. In 2022, the committee evolved the approach, and then we started to organize joint activities with the children, supported by the House of Parents Foundation. So this year we had afternoon game with toys that were donated by our colleagues, a summer week and a stand-up paddle boarding, a school supply collection, Halloween event, and the second participation in the Angel program, again at year end, to fulfill the wishes from Christmas for the children. And in this case, we have more than 200 employees involved during the year in the different activities. And then in 2023, the program has been extended even further, and we have included not only our colleagues to participate in the different events and programs, but also their families as well. In last year, we have also many events: Isle of Fun, the summer camp, autumn festival, and again, the third participation in the Asian program. Again, more than 200 employees were participating. And also 2023, we finished with a great recognition to our partnership from the House of Parents Foundation, and we create a special award, the St. Anthony Prize, and we are very, very proud of it. To conclude, and some lessons learned from our journey, the financial support, the donations are key, but also it seems that there is an opportunity and a lot of potential on how to engage and mobilize people or employees in the companies in this kind of partnership that we have done between Givaudan Business Solutions and the House of Parents Foundation. We can see that through partnerships and volunteer activities, we can help to address social issues, social challenges in different ways, and hopefully contribute to a better world. Thank you. That's all from my end. And again, thank you for the opportunity for presenting.
Thank you very much, Mr. Diaz, for that valuable contribution. And I wish such a fruitful cooperation in the future also. As a model program dealing with communities, it is crucial for Parents House to collaborate with Hungarian minorities residing beyond our borders, We aim to offer representatives of organizations working with the target group an opportunity to present their innovative programs to support their communities in addition to our joint collaboration. I would like to invite Ms. Pazaurek Piros, Honorary Consul of Hungary in Central Florida, to give her presentation on the innovative good practices for community building programs aimed at diaspora families with the goal of facilitating their integration and reducing the risk of poverty.
Good morning and good afternoon, everyone. Greetings from the Sunshine State. First and foremost, thank you so much, Judith, for the invitation. I'm very excited about that. I can share a few ideas. Hopefully, you can be inspired by this. And you're gonna get some ideas. First and foremost, I would like to introduce myself. I have many hats, but I think the most important one is I'm a mom, and of course I'm a wife. And when we came here 13 years ago to United States from Hungary, I was immediately looking for a community, Hungarian community, where we can belong. And since then, I have been very involved in many organizations' work, such as Early Learning Coalition or Flagler and Volusia. This is an organization in Florida. I served there for 8 years now. Also the Hungarian American Coalition, and I would like to take a moment to welcome the president of the organization here, Ms. Laura Andrea, here with us, and thank you so much for following us. And they have many scholarship opportunities as well, so I think there will be many opportunities to share what they do and what we do there for helping kids from Hungary. And also I'm a founder of the Hungarian Hub Hundis Flow, when other president of that organization is here with us, Zsuzsa Csajkás. Thank you so much for your support in this way. So I really wanted to put into context what we have here, why Hungarian diaspora. So as you can see, we have many Hungarians and Hungarian descent in United States, 1.4 million people. It's about 200,000 people who speaks still Hungarians. So we have to focus on very much the English community too. We have many and vibrant community life, I have to tell, and we have been working together strongly lately. And we have houses, schools, scouting, churches, and many kind of new hybrids. And when I came here, and I have realized that I was very involved, of course, the Hungarian things and the children things since I had a little kid. I really realized that something is missing. There is no one organization or platform where all of the information is provided by anyone, or how you can arrange your life and when you're a newbie here in the United States, and also how you can reach out the communities where you live. So I started a new initiative named Hungarian Hub. It's been I cannot believe 7 years. And firstly, I created a website, which is basically a hub, literally a hub for all of the information, all of the organizations you can find here. We try to up-to-date the community about the latest things and interesting information. Even you are just a tourist and you can come here, you can get an information about what you can learn about the United States and in your native language. And also our flagship event created about 5 years ago, named the Hungarian Summit. And we really want to focus on business, education, culture, community, and sport. We try to building bridges between the two countries, which is gonna help to raise attention certain things. And I truly believe these 5 parts, 5 elements is working together tightly, and one another without each other is not working very well. I truly believe it is my method, and I truly believe it's worked out very well. I think these 6 elements can working together. If you have a community, you can have everything else. The community, under community, I mean a business community, diaspora community, even though you can involve the local community as well, American community as well. I truly believe the community have to be educated, and hopefully gonna be a mindset changing in many ways, certain things, and you have kind of like a mission like this, and all the time you have to educate your community leaders and your group of people around you. You need partners. I mean under these business partners, influencers, who can raise their voice and they can give you a support in money, or even just like ideas too. And you should organize all the time events where you can meet your target audience. You have to, it can be cultural, educational, any sport events, so forth, so on. And you not have to be just good, you have to tell you are good as well. So communication is a crucial to reach out to your community and take advantage on that too. And in this way, you have to include charity, and there is the time and for give you a few example how we do that exactly in practice. The first good practice will be what we did, and as I mentioned, it's very important to communicate with the homeland, Hungary too. So of course, America is more wealthier, and I think we need to give back to the community. Where are you coming from? So we made an event. It was a celebrity influencer who made a charity cultural event, a presentation. Actually, it was his birthday, and served food for the participants. And during that event, we raised money with support with this business, a Hungarian business, and they provided the food for free. And we raised money, almost $2,000, and what we gave away to Tabitha Children's Hospice. So again, if you can see, we had a community, we were able to reach out. We had the partners as a sponsor, as a business and influencer. And we were able to educate the people why is that important to giving back to the community. Of course, the event was that cause, and it was the tool how we were able to reach them out and communicate it very well, and in this way spread the word. And we had a charity, and we were able to get money for this organization. Other idea, as I mentioned, the Hungarian Summit is our baby and our flagship event. So we, of course, every event, including some kind of charity. And I really want to emphasize that you have to giving back where you are from and where you are at. In this way, we give away Early Learning Coalition, as I mentioned, is a big non-profit organization, a certain percentage of the donations. And also we give away back that time there was a Ukraine crisis, so Hungarian minority got money what we were able to raise through a presentation. And here it come the Szülők Háza, Parents' House, and there was the first time they were introduced themselves to diaspora community. And following this, we created that. So we got a wonderful opportunity from Liszt Cultural Institution to having one of the most world famous swimmers, Katinka Hosszú, Olympian and World Championships several times. And she visited us in our Floridian community, and we were able to put together with all of the Hungarian organization a presentation. And during that event, we created something special, something new. We launched the sports scholarship, talent scholarship, this event. And I reached out to Judith with the Parents' House if she can help me to manifest this institution and initiative. And she immediately said, yes, let's do it together. She can provide the background and we can provide a kind of a marketing and the platform here in the United States. And so last year, we announced in front of the huge audience, we created that with involving many Hungarian sport icons and celebrities, world famous sport athletes. And also, here is the part, the mayor of Daytona Beach was involved in here too. So he was able to welcoming us and he will be welcoming us here. So this initiative will be for that underprivileged kids. They have talent and they want to learn more higher level sport in the United States. So we can put it to, we were able to put it together, and the result is gonna come very soon. But you can see with working together, we were able to emphasize that. So thank you so much for the opportunity, and I hope I gave you a few ideas. And also I just really wanted to mention that locally in Florida, communities are very helpful too. We have the kids, they lost their parents, and of course the hurricane season is unfortunately is the everyday life of the Floridians, and we were able to raise money for them who were hit, that families were hit by very badly by the hurricane. So we were able to help them to get back on their feet, and they are happy now, and they are very appreciative to what we did. So thank you so much again.
Thank you very much, Piros, about this really rich presentation and this great work you are doing for the community you are working for. And as you said, I believe also that the basic of everything is the community and the goodwill. And if all these are combined, then everything can happen. So thank you very much again. And now, I would like to give the floor to Ms. Zsuzsanna Márton, who is the president of the Confederation of Family Association in the Carpathian Basin in Romania, to give her presentation on the good practices and efforts toward community building. Zsuzsa, please unmute your microphone.
It's okay now? It's
yes, now it's okay.
Okay. It's done.
Hello.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Zsuzsanna Márton. I am mother of 3 children. I live in Romania. I belong to the Hungarian minority from Romania. And since 5 years, I am the president of the Confederation of Families Association in the Carpathian Basin. But first of all, I would like to express my gratitude to Regős Judit, president of the Parents House Foundation, for the opportunity to present the lives of Hungarian families living in the Carpathian Basin more than 100 years after being marginalized due to an unjust political decision. Over 100 years ago, 5 million Hungarians were excluded from their motherland, Hungary. Since then, the number of Hungarians living outside the borders has significantly decreased, and this decline is increasingly noticeable year by year. This can be attributed to demographic changes, migration, marginalization, and poverty. It is known that those who wish to remain Hungarian in their homeland, including Hungarians from Transylvania, Subcarpathia, Southern Hungary, or Northern Hungary, must fight daily to preserve their identity. Unjust minority language laws and legal regulation greatly undermine the Hungarian minority in the Carpathian Basin. Myself, I was born and I live abroad with my family, belonging to the Hungarian minority in Romania. This is why I am deeply concerned about the fate of Hungarian families in the Carpathian Basin. And as I experience firsthand the difficulties and preserving our homeland every day. Eradicating poverty through social innovation, a key discussion at this year. In a world where inequality persists, social innovation offers us transformative pathways to uplift communities and eradicate poverty. Let's explore together how we can make a difference, signaling readiness to move into the heart of the presentation. The Confederation of Families Association in the Carpathian Basin stand as a beacon of unity, diversity, and collaboration, bringing together families from various backgrounds to celebrate cultural, educational, and social connection. Established to foster a family-friendly environment, our confederation operates across 5 countries: Hungary, Romania, Slovakia, Serbia, and Ukraine, supporting around 70,000 families through over than 100-member organization, families organization. Our mission is to spread family-friendly attitude, protect the institution of marriage and family, and strengthen the national identity of Hungarians in the Carpathian Basin. Through initiative programs, we are creating a vibrant community that values heritage, encourage social integration, and offer support to family in need. These efforts underscore our commitment to advocating for policies that benefit families and ensure their welfare and happiness. Let's talk about how we can our programs. The Life Story Contest. This initiative collects true stories about parents, grandparents, and great-grandparents. The contest allows people to share their family stories, thereby strengthening intergenerational relationship and the sense of community belonging. The popularity of the Life Story Contest continues to grow, as evidenced by an increasing numbers of writers from more towns join the initiative each year. Let's talk about the meeting of Hungarian families. This event was started in the summer of 2022 in Szülők Háza in Hungary, with the intention of creating a tradition. During the meeting, participating families can take part in various cultural and community programs aimed at strengthening the cohesion of Hungarian communities in the Carpathian Basin. The International Free University, their forums organized at the 2 most popular summer youth events in the Carpathian Basin. One is the Tusványos in Romania and Transylvania, in the heart of Transylvania, and the other one is in Slovakia, in Gombaszög, where programs and interactive discussion on family, childbearing, and community life are held with the involvement and renewed experts and public figures. Our youth summer camp, the youth summer camp aim to educate on volunteerism, pass on the baton between generations and experience a sense of community belonging. The youth participants from 5 regions, 5 different countries of the Carpathian Basin, engage in the local and regional community building activities through the programs. The traditional parliamentary family day is an event organized in connection with the Week of Marriage series of events. We are a conference for Hungarian families in the Carpathian Basin is organized, as well as various children programs. Homeland, the Great Family Competition. This competition is an online cultural challenge for Hungarian families. The live event is for the top 6 families, celebrating knowledge about the Hungarian literature, ethnography, and art. I think a prime example of such collaboration is the extension of the Parents' Day program across the Carpathian Basin, supported by the Parents' House Foundation. This partnership is not only strengthen communities and support families, but also aid in reducing poverty risk by bringing together the resources and innovation of civil society, government agency, and the private sector. Through this, our shared goal of overcoming social exclusion and building a better future accessible to all can be achieved. As we have explored today, the Confederation of Families Association, the Carpathian Basin, is at the forefront of combating social exclusion and fostering community cohesion through innovative and impactful programs. From the Life Story Contest to the Youth Camps and the Meeting of Families, these initiatives are more than just activities. They are lifelines that connect individuals, strengthen communities, and preserve our rich cultural heritage. But this journey towards a more inclusive and equitable society is not a path that any one organization can walk alone. It requires a collective effort for us all. Whether you are a policymaker, an educator, a volunteer, or simply someone who believes in the power of community, there's a role you to play. We invite you to join us in this mission, share your story, lend your skill, and spread the word. I think together we can build a future where no one is left behind, where every voice is heard, and where the tapestry of our community is woven with the threads of diversity, solidarity, and love. In conclusion, let's us remember that the fight against exclusion is not just about the programs we create, but about the lives we touch and the community we build. Thank you very much for your attention, your interest, and your commitment to making a difference. Let's take this inspiration and turn into action. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your valuable contribution, Zsuzsa. It's fantastic that we are not in the same space, only virtual, but I really feel this power we build just now, and with this community we all belong. So thank you very much. And thank you for all the great presentation which helped us to become a better acquainted with the innovative possibilities and means of poverty reduction. I would like to express my gratitude to all of the speakers for being here today and contributing to our side event with their valuable speeches. I also thank the participants for joining us. Please follow our activities and contact us if you have any question or would like to know more about our programs. Have a good rest of the day and goodbye.